annoying self-doubt, the kind that tells you you are not good enough, you cannot do it, or you will never succeed. Girls and boys, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to one and all present here. Overcoming the pitfalls of self-doubt. Well, yes, that is what we are going to talk about today. Fear, anxiety, all those thoughts of buts and what ifs. What if I make a mistake? What will people think about me? What if the others do better than me? It is a common human experience, and today I want to take you on a journey to explore this formidable adversity, which hides in the shadows of our mind. Together, we'll uncover the pitfalls it creates and how we can not only overcome it, but also use it as a catalyst for growth and improvement. Now, the question is, what is even self-doubt? Self-doubt is simply the lack of confidence in oneself and one's abilities. It is the internal questioning of our abilities and worth. A mind troubled by doubt cannot focus on the course to victory. Over all these years, I've realized that dwelling on the negative simply contributes to its power and nothing else. I believe that the regret of making mistakes is far better than the regret of not trying in the first place. It is like losing before even starting. I personally have felt and experienced that a lot in the past few years. Last year, same time, there is a TED event, I was a speaker as well, and I had my talk all set and laid out. But at the very end moment, I don't know what got into me, and I backed out. Backed out from the very event which I had been waiting and preparing for years. I remember it so clearly as if it was just yesterday when I was sitting in the conference room with my fellow 11th and 12th graders and a teacher mentor discussing our ideas. I was so nervous and anxious. My nails pressed tightly against my skin. I wanted to speak, but I was holding myself back from speaking. Still nervous. I was holding myself back from speaking. I wanted to express my views and present myself so badly, but I had my lips tightly sealed, and silence was all that came out. I was lost in a world of my own, a world full of self-doubt, a world full of insecurities and comparisons. That was so unlike me. Because I'm the kind of person who's always vocal in class and confident and outgoing. At least till then, that's what I thought. I discovered a side of myself I never even knew existed. And honestly, for some time, it was really hard to process and digest. Actually, it kind of still is. And that point of time, I just kept thinking how good everyone in that room was. And after one point, I started comparing myself with them. And that ruined things. I was so frustrated and disappointed with myself. However, soon I realized that I was focusing my energy at the wrong place. I was focusing my energy at the wrong place. I mean, look at me now. Here I am, in front of you all. Still extremely nervous, but willing to face and overcome my fears. I know, it might sound very cliche, but it is true. Highs and lows, ups and downs, that's life. There is no high without a low, or there is no up without a down. The sooner we realize this, we might be able to embrace the lows in a better way. All we need to do at that very moment is to stop thinking and start doing. We need to have faith in ourselves. We need to believe that we can do it. We need to tell ourselves that being confident in front of people who are skilled is something that anyone can do. The real deal, the real challenge is being confident in front of people who are actually confident. I know it is easier said than done, but at some point, someday, you got to take that first step. People are going to talk about you no matter what you do. It is up to you whether you want to revolve around that or evolve with that. If I look back to that time, I think I just needed someone to tell me that small steps also count as progress. Making mistakes is okay, or setbacks aren't failures. I never knew that someone could be me. Now that I do, I always try to fill myself with positive affirmations instead of the negative thoughts that used to conquer my mind. I adopted a growth mindset, started to focus on learning and improving rather than success or failure. I started to accept myself for who I am, all my failures and all my difficulties. I started to accept myself for who I was, all my faults and everything. In order to combat the negative self-talk and self-doubt, I would like to share the experience of a very good friend of mine who is an amazing dancer. And I'm not saying this just because she's my friend, but because she truly is one of the best dancers I know. Recently, she attended a dance workshop, and when she went over there, she saw everyone dancing so effortlessly and so gracefully. She wanted to dance too, but she just felt so unconfident in herself and in her skills. She started to think she wasn't good enough. Yes, that's not true at all. She started to compare herself with the others, and after one point, not being able to take the burden of thoughts weighing over her mind, she left the workshop before it even ended, and regretted that a lot later on. Through all these experiences, I realized there is something called perspective and how important it is. The way we see or analyze things makes all the difference. Talking for the word fear, one might perceive it as forget everything and run or face everything and rise. It depends on the perspective. It depends on how we look at it. I believe both she and I just needed to shift our perspective from one of self-doubt to one of self-compassion and kindness. By embracing self-doubt and using it as a source of success, by embracing self-doubt and our vulnerabilities, we need to take the step and do whatever is right. My grandfather once said to me, "You'll never be more than what you are right now if you only do what you can do. You need to step outside your comfort zone." And that one line hit me so hard. It was like an eye-opener as to what I had been doing and what exactly I needed to do. We need to let that self-doubt push us out of our comfort zone. We need to let it inspire us to strive for more. We need to let it encourage us to look for abilities and look for questioning our abilities, leading to introspection and greater self-awareness. And at last, I would like to say to all those people who related to my talk even of the tiniest bit, I say to you what I say to myself. Go. Go ahead and do everything that you've been wanting to do but did not have the courage to do so. Don't be a product of the circumstance. Be a product of your own decisions. That one move that you're so afraid to make could be the one that changes everything. And at last, I would like you all to remember, self-doubt is not the enemy. It is a companion on the journey of self-improvement, a voice that challenges us from within to improve and to grow. By embracing self-doubt and our vulnerabilities, practicing compassion, one can turn self-doubt into a companion, a teacher, a mentor for personal and professional growth. The next time self-doubt knocks on a door,